You pack the raid, we'll bring the swatters and the flypaper. It's TV Doomsday, and if it makes you laugh almost as hard as it makes you wince, then it was probably discovered by the intrepid team behind It Came From eBay. Plus, Brendan travels to Washington, D.C. to learn a valuable life lesson. There's a lot of anger in the world, and not enough segues. Now, a noble spirit embiggens the smallest man on Attack of the Show!
Pick up on this.
Oh, I didn't take it. Hold on. Hey, welcome to the show!
Everybody, welcome to the show. Kevin's
trying-
just busy taking pictures of me.
Don't smile. It's all blown out. Hold on. There it goes. There it goes. All right, got it. You'll see why in a second.
Thanks
welcome.
for being here.
Yes, good show today.
We're gonna pay attention to you guys.
Yes, sorry about that. We won't neglect you anymore like
No,
your
we
parents.
won't,
Brendan,
no.
how's it going?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
What does your shirt say?
It stands for nice plump chickens.
Yes.
Cool.
You're raising a nice batch of
And
them,
who
aren't you?
doesn't like nice plump chickens?
Chicken.
What are you going to do with all that plump?
It's the chicken.
That was for a song. That was a pop culture reference.
What are you gonna do with
It's
all
not
that plump?
Yeah, but that's not the lyric. Never mind. We can't actually sing the song. I just realized that. Anyway.
Yeah.
We got to keep this moving along. I'm sorry. I don't look. I can't help it if you guys are. Never mind. So moving on.
Kevin, let's do this.
Boom.
We got a show to do. We've got people. We're supposed to impress them.
Welcome. Listen. All right. Watch. Here's some good stuff here. We have this little product in right here.
Okay, what is it?
This is a mobile printer from Fujifilm. Check it out. Hold it, up.
Looks really
the MP70.
small, Kevin.
Hold the power button. Get that thing fired
I don't
up.
even really understand how this could be an actual printer.
So essentially what it does, it uses infrared, and if your phone supports it, which mine happens too, a phone, a camera phone, a PDA, anything. So here, I'm going to go ahead and beam this right on over, literally this easy. Took a
no,
picture
you
of Sarah.
didn't.
I'm hitting the beam. It's searching. It will find. Don't worry. With full
Okay,
batteries
it's
in.
flashing now. Does that mean I've received your infrared message?
Yep, it is done. My phone's done sending it. Now wait for it. It makes a nice little clicking noise. 130 photos on the 2 batteries that it runs off of.
Oh, and they're like little Polaroids.
It's like mini little Polaroids.
I love this.
Check that bad boy out. Here
That
it is
is
coming out. And it, up to 3 megapixel images. It'll automatically resize them, resample them.
Oh, so you've already printed out a few.
Yeah,
of these.
check some of those out.
Okay, so
these are
I don't know
from
if you guys can see these.
These are
but
from my
they're pretty
Trio,
darn
which
good.
Trios take horrible photos, but they came out okay, decent color.
Yeah.
And thankfully the paper's cheap as well.
Ooh, there's Andy.
Yeah, that's sexy.
Sexy.
I
see you've put caption on these already.
I took it to the next level for television.
Absolutely.
We are on cable.
That's what we do here to attack the show.
And what's great is that if your phone doesn't support the beaming, or your picture or your camera doesn't, if it has PictBridge, comes with this little bad boy as well if you buy the bundle, which will take USB in and spit it out IR right for the printer.
Wow.
So very sweet. $100 for the printer, $130 for the bundle, $10 for 20 sheets of paper.
For $100, you're the life of the party. Is what you are.
Exactly.
If you have infrared on your camera, or on your phone cam,
And you should.
Which I don't.
Yeah, you don't.
And I guess I need one.
You do.
And I want to be cool.
There it is.
All right.
Fujifilm.
Moving on, Kevin. Sometimes the internet is good for a laugh.
Yeah, there's funny sites on there.
Sometimes it's just
there's
good.
a gem every now and then.
There's a gem every now and then, or even something that could happen in the first 5 minutes of the show, which gems never really do.
I was just holding the gem smile.
For example, the internet can help you with phrases in different languages. For example,
Okay.
I might say something like, "De quoi est mort votre dernier esclave?"
Butchered.
Yeah, little butchery.
Which means, in French, Kevin, what did your last slave die of?
That's an odd question.
Syphilis.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wow.
You would know.
So, Kevin, for example, you want to give it a try?
Yes, please.
So
that's
why
a
don't
great
you-
one.
all right.
Combien pour la filet?
Which means...
How much for the little girl?
Which you could use.
You never know when you're going to need it.
Absolutely use. So anyway, this is just one of those weird sites where they're trying to be funny and there's French phrases, and I am going to go to France. I'm going to use some of the stuff and scare people who already don't like me.
It is useful.
Yeah.
I like it. Say
Me
you're
too.
Canadian, by the way.
Okay.
Look at this pic. The picture's almost done.
God, I
Not
have a
bad.
huge mouth.
Yeah, that's a big noggin. Look at that.
All right, put it down.
All right, moving on. All right.
humiliating me.
Finally, Exo 5 is going on. We've been said that this
Yes.
week it's going to be a big deal. Well, it's already starting and proving to be a big deal. It's really like the 360's coming out party, if you will. This is where it makes its big
lots of
debut.
updates from the Netherlands.
Chest beating for the next
Dutch.
generation. Those crazy Dutch folk.
Netherlands, Dutch. What's the other thing they call it?
Swedes.
No.
Lederhosen? I don't know.
There's
I got
another
nothing.
word for the Netherlands.
At any rate, there's the press conference. One of the things that was shown at the press conference was the new game from BioWare. It's Mass Effect. Check out some of the trailer here. Perhaps one of the best-looking Xbox next-gen games there. Watch this little tentacle thing attack. Right there. Look at that. I'm pausing it. That looks hot. I'm sure it's... I mean, it looks real-time. We don't know. We don't know for sure, but it's BioWare. There you have it. We'll have full high-res trailers, direct feed trailers, if you will, throughout the rest of the show. So you're going to get your dose. But we also have Jeff Keighley on the line.
We do?
'cause-
From Amsterdam?
Yes, you didn't get to go, right?
No,
and
I
Brendan obviously
I'm
didn't
sitting
get
right
to go.
here.
I don't need to go to Amsterdam to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Jeff Keighley, you there, buddy?
Hey, Kevin, Sarah, Brendan, how are you guys?
Doing very
Hi,
well.
Jeff.
Very well. How was the Amsterdam? You do the space cake yet?
Well, you know, it's late at night here, so we're out to have some fun. But yeah, we had the Exo 5 press conference, which
Can
was
you
a lot,
imagine
a lot
Jeff
of fun.
in the
and
red light district?
I can't at all.
Not at all.
Wow.
Hey, I'm here for a conference.
Tell me what's going on. Like there was a big Halo announcement. What's the deal with that, Jeff?
Yeah, the big news was that Peter Jackson came up. It was a total surprise. You know, a lot of stuff had been leaking about 360, about the games, but no one knew about this announcement. Peter Jackson came up on screen and he said, "Hey guys, I'm a huge fan of Halo. I played Halo 2, finished it during the making of King Kong, and because I love these games so much, I want to actually work with you guys on the Halo film." And he's going to be the executive producer of the Halo film.
Wow.
So it sounds like he's not just slapping his name on it, right? Like he actually is a fan. Do you believe that? Is that what people are saying?
I mean, it sounds like it. What's interesting is that they made it very clear that he's not going to direct it.
Right.
So it was interesting. He was saying, you know, he's not going to direct it, but at the same point, he's going to use all his. They're going to make the movie in New Zealand. It sounds like they're going to use all the Weta Digital special effects guys to come up with the creatures and the alien designs and everything. So it sounds like he's going to be very involved, and his guys are going to make it. So I don't know who's actually going to direct it, but it sounds like it's going to be a sort of a full-scale Peter Jackson production.
Yeah, I guess the fact that he's putting his name on it alone should be enough to
I mean, we
kind of
know him
reassure
as a
gamers.
director, but it's still something that people go, Peter
Sure.
Jackson's on board.
Yeah, I mean
wanna see it.
he's got the cachet built up. Why
Yeah.
is he going to ruin it by putting his name on a horrible project right
Right.
now?
Right,
Yeah.
he was doing Lord of the Rings, and then he did Kong, I think, and now people are saying, I think people are saying, well, he's going to probably take a break. So this might be a way for him to kind of oversee a movie without actually having to, edit it and, think about it for a full year. So it's coming in the summer of 2007 is what they say.
All right, Jeff. Well, what else is up there? What else, big game-wise? Any like shocking announcements? Anything unexpected?
Nothing shocking. I mean, you talked about Mass Effect, which looks great. That's an Unreal Engine game. The guys from BioWare confirmed that everything that you see in that trailer is real time, and they're doing a lot of cool stuff with facial animation for that. So that looks good. Call of Duty 2 looks great. There was new Gears of War level that Cliffy B demoed, which looked really good. They showed PDZ for the first time. They showed some co-op stuff. I'm still not 100% sold on it. I played it. It's fun to play. I don't know if it's necessarily, the blockbuster killer app that they're saying it's going to be, but, you're not going to have Halo 2 or Halo 3 at launch, so at least there is an FPS that you can play.
All
Well,
right.
it sounds like there's a lot of good stuff going on in Amsterdam.
Very nice, Jeff. Thank you for the update. Thanks for staying up for that.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk soon.
We appreciate
Enjoy
it.
yourself, Jeff.
He is going
We mean that.
He's going to waste his pre-order money on the cafes, I bet. I'm just going out on a limb.
Coffee shops.
To coffee
Kevin.
shop. I'm
One
sorry.
word. Coffee shop.
Coffee shop. Today, no strange themes, no fancy setups. We just want straight up questions about anything. It's not hard. Give us a call. Number is 800-839-7880. And Sarah, they can also email us.
No, I didn't know that.
They really can. There's a form on our website, which
You're
is
just joshing me.
I'm not. It's
Oh.
right there on the screen. attackoftheshow.com/ask us. And they can chat with us in our IRC chat room, too.
Hooray!
Just go to chat.g4tv.com.
Now, when we come back, we're going to let Chris Gore and his screaming brain loose in the studio. But first...
Oh, yeah, you've been waiting for something, anything official out of the Perfect Dark Zero camp. And now, here it is. Although this is just an in-game cinematic, it at least gives us something to chew on for a little while. So without further ado, straight out of Exo 5, here it is, Perfect Dark Zero.
Woo.
He should have called by now.
Bring us in close, Chandra.
Dark Zero, this is point forward, I'm in.
Dark Zero, in position.
The club's owned by local gang lord Killian. It's a front for his real business. Gun running, people smuggling, real nasty work. While I extract Ziegler, I need you to take the audio scope and grab positive IDs off Killian's enforcers. Chandra will sell whatever intel you snag on the net. Stay out of the club. Use your gun only as a last resort. Keep your head down.
Sure. Chandra, Let's do this.
Everything's in the green. Keep it that way, all right?
Hit the ground running, kid.
No way out, old man.
Today we're all about uniting people. The Flungers, the Capdavelers, and the Smedlers are all welcome on DVD Tuesday. Of course, Chris Core is with us again. You're somewhat of a Smedler, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit, about that much.
Just play along.
Yeah, okay.
But you are here for a reason. It's DVD
Yes.
Tuesday. We've got a bunch of DVDs to talk about today, so let's start with The Fly Collector's Edition.
Yeah, now, of course, The Fly, the 1986 movie starring Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis. What's interesting, they were actual lovers during the making of the movie, which I think actually heightened the sexual energy of the two on screen, because David Cronenberg described this film as the sexual awakening of a nerd. So I think for any nerds out there who appreciate this film...
Wow, it sure looks dated, doesn't it?
No, well, what I love about this movie, it's not filled with all those CG effects that don't quite work, all practical effects. That effect was done with a set that actually rotated. The entire set was rotating. And what's cool about this movie is that Cronenberg actually used real science to figure out how would you teleport from one place to another, where a computer would analyze your structure, destroy you, and recreate you in another place.
Well, so how about the DVD?
Oh, how about the DVD? Yeah, well, we'll get right to tons of stuff on it. I get geeked out on all the little interesting details. For example, the pods are actually based on a Ducati engine, Italian motorcycle, so which is a joke among motorcycle enthusiasts. But it's a packed double disc set, commentary, so much good stuff, and it's a great horror movie you can watch with a girl, because it's romantic yet incredibly gross
and disgusting. So she'll be like, "Oh my God, I can't watch."
It's exactly
Bottom line,
what you
Chris,
want. Yeah.
What do you think? Bottom line?
That's a buy. It's a buy.
It's a buy.
That's also the closest I've ever been to you.
And it's
physically,
the closest that, it was very uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, Sarah Lane and I are like this. We're like this, and this is me.
Oh, man.
Past the 405.
Look, I've touched you. It's happened.
See?
All right,
Wow.
moving on. The Man with a Screaming Brain.
And now, this was co-written and directed by Bruce Campbell, which we all love Bruce Campbell. Let me just say, I love Bruce Campbell.
I love Bruce Campbell.
But this movie is not so much. There's something about it that it's like he was trying to recreate a 1950s classic sci-fi movie where a capitalist's brain is put into the same head as a communist brain. And
does hilarity ensue?
Well, I only wish. The problem is that none of the characters in this movie are particularly likable. What is great is there's a lot of extras on this disc, and there's nothing better than listening to Bruce Campbell do commentary, because he's so self-effacing, he's so cruel, mean, and funny, and I mean, no one does a movie like this in terms of the performance. You're acting with two different brains in your head.
Well, so it sounds like
the movie doesn't. Yeah, it's one of those things where
it sounds like the movie doesn't impress you too much, but there's some DVD stuff that you like.
The DVD stuff is cool.
So
I mean,
what are you gonna say for bottom line?
Bottom line, unfortunately,
you gotta choose something,
I gotta
Chris.
choose. Bottom line, I gotta say, there's a rent on this.
It's a rent, so it's not a complete pass.
Well, because it aired on Sci-Fi Channel recently, so some of you have probably already seen it. Get it for the extras to check out, but it's not something I'll keep on the shelf.
All right. Well, we haven't had a pass in a while, so we're still going strong. Now, it's time for your favorite part. Every once in a while, there's so many DVDs that we just decide to do
we never
something we like to call rapid fire, where Chris goes
Here we go.
Beep on us.
Here we go. Mallrats, gotta have it. Kevin Smith. Not my favorite film, but so many extras on it, you gotta get it.
It's a buy.
Yeah. This one, Inside Deep Throat, of course, it's a documentary about the film that changed the adult film world in the 1970s.
Lucy Lawless.
Worth checking out. This one, drawn together, aired on Comedy Central. Not so much. Skip on
You're
this.
You're gonna pass.
Ben-Hur, 4-disc set. Jeez. Amazing. If you've never seen it, chariot races, fantastic stuff, incredible.
That's a buy.
Lords of Dogtown, you know what? I preferred the documentary, the Dogtown and
You
Z-Boys.
aren't the only one who said that.
Stacy Peralta's documentary is much better. This is sort of a glorified music video.
Rent or pass?
That's a pass on that.
Okay.
Into the West, this is from the mind of Steven Spielberg. If you're into Westerns, this was fantastic. It aired on TNT. Not a lot of people saw this. It's like a handsome set. I love when they do really cool stuff with the boxes.
Buy, rent, or pass?
Don't let it. That's a buy.
Okay.
Then these X-Files, these X-Files Mythology editions. These are the ones to get. This one, Colonization. Just again, great extras on it. Definitely worth checking out. Also, I got some boxes here. The Star Trek movie collection, DVD collection.
Thanks, Chris.
You gotta get.
Visit filmthreat.com or chrisgore.com. Okay, just go there and make him feel good for a change. He just can't stop. Now, once these commercials have had their way with you, we're going to show you just how much crap tumbles into our mailroom on a daily basis. Plus, it came from eBay reveals where most of this crap eventually ends up. But first, the game Cameo, it seems, has been talked about since many of us were teething, but it's finally coming to store shelves in the back of the Xbox 360. The folks at XO5 got a sneak peek at it. Now here's your turn.
And you know, we ask for your phone calls, you call in. We ask for your chat questions, you send them. But then there are things that we actually don't ask for. The unsolicited pieces of balonium that just seem to appear on our mailboxes and in our desks, etc., etc. Can you believe it?
We get a lot of very strange things. I think it's because our audience is a little bit kooky.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That's putting it nicely. But there are things that aren't from the audience. You know, yesterday we showed some lovely sketches that were sent in. Yes. Excellent shading on everybody's upper lip. This is actually from like a PR company that's working for. Let me see. There's a little red box. You open it up. Oh, what's inside this little red lunch box?
It's a lunchbox.
Let's see what's in it.
It's adorable.
What is that, Brendan?
It's a Canon photo album kit.
Canon photo album kit. All right, that sounds good. Hey, good gift. Good gift. Way to send it out. We'll talk about it on the show, of course. Then they send this. Hold on. Dumped out. Toothbrush. Mouthwash.
Explain that for me, Kevin.
Some sort of
that's stupid.
Dental floss contraption of some sort.
This is what happens when your PR budget gets inflated.
Well, here's why. It's so you can make your holiday photos as bright as your smile. You get it? You brush your teeth, and then you use the photo album kit, and you have the bright...
That's stupid, although I am taking the water pick and the toothbrush.
Good, you should. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Brighten up the set. No mouthwash necessary. Moving right along. Where's this? Oh, this one. This one was so important, they had to send it over in a FedEx box. You know, got to get it right there. And it was from Take-Two Games, and they say this is their holiday gift guide recommendation. It says, the holiday season, 2K Games developed the gaming goodies that are, this year, they are, quote, far from cookie cutter. Okay? Their games are far from cookie cutter. So what did the PR geniuses come up with?
Cookie cutters.
Cookie cutters. Get it? Because their games aren't. But these...
Stupid.
But you got some cookie mix, too. Look at that.
That I will also be taking with me.
Yeah, you will.
That's nice.
Put that in my car. Mix. Look, seriously, 2K Games, whatever budget you gave, like the middle-aged folks to sit around a table in a conference room to come up with this idea, use it towards acquiring a license for your games. Just a thought.
We are not cookie cutter.
But I appreciate the mix, though, nonetheless. Finally, these were sent to us by a gentleman. These are the Reach and Zap. You got one of these?
A nice touch, I thought.
Yeah.
You know, just a guy in his basement. It
Sarah got one.
Yes.
I got one. You got one.
I also got one.
Yeah.
I have a big bug problem.
These were sent all around. It's apparently not a toy, but he sent it with a letter that said, "Hey, you know, if you're sick and tired of Brendan and Sarah, Kevin, use the Reach and Zap." Well, this is the Reach and Zap. We found it doesn't really work so well on bugs. I've tried it. You have to zap them 2 or 3 times, which is kind of fun, but at the same time, it seems a little inhumane. But now and then I mention that I have a drawer full of batteries.
Yes.
And I'm not kidding. I really do have a drawer full of batteries at my desk. Our moronic line producer decided it'd be fun to do that.
We also got a lot of batteries in the mail, too.
Yes. Yeah, we get batteries as well.
See that? Whoops.
So we found that the bug zapper, I don't know if you see this, but when you turn it on and let it charge up, you know, we have some batteries set up over here. We like to put it inside the drawer full of batteries. And,
oh my God!
Wow.
Kevin, be careful!
Whoa!
It's shocking the battery!
Look at that! Woo! And
Kevin,
I'm not...
Are you okay?
I'm good, thanks. I am fragile. We literally will spend 5 to 10 minutes of massaging our battery drawer with the reach and zap. It's good times.
Reach and zap.
Reach and zap.
That's dirty.
Look, we're sure we're going to be getting more crap in the mail, so we'll probably do this again sometime if you're so lucky. Now, if it's ever been carved in the shape of a frinkahedron, then odds are
It's came from eBay!
Now, Kevin.
it's off. I want to. All right, you ready for a fun-filled "It came from eBay"
As long
segment?
as there's nothing shocking
No,
about
Rachel,
it.
no.
I hate that.
You can't shock people with eBay auctions anymore. Like, it's all been done.
Yeah.
Except
Dead
for,
guy. What's next?
for Uncle Bob's glass eye, 12 bids.
What?
$20. An
What?
actual glass eye from Uncle Bob.
Okay. So was it previously worn in the skull?
He lost his eye in the old WWII war. The government gave him the brown glass eye as a replacement, and the story goes that it was handed down to him like in a will. It was left to like
There's a
the son
story.
or something like that. Yeah, and he left it in the drawer where his prophylactics are. The girlfriend reaches in, going for a Trojan, pulls out Uncle Bob's glass eye.
You know what's weird about the
Yeah.
glass eye is that I always figured that they were perfectly round.
This one is not.
It's not at all. It's so kind of like half of an egg white.
Weird, right?
Really weird.
$20. Moving
I
on.
had no idea. Glass size.
Life-size animated cowboy mannequin. $7.85. No bids yet. But look at this guy.
How's it animated?
He's like 6 to 7 feet tall. Well, I'm glad you asked. See, here's what I would do. I would, if you have senior citizens in your family and you don't want to talk to them,
yeah.
you get one of these old Western guys. They're not going to know it's not a real person. They're they're nuts by that age. And look at little head moving around and he's talking to you.
What's he saying?
Listen to him.
My eyes go back and forth.
My eyes go back and forth. My neck goes back and forth. I'm an old Western guy.
You know what's funny is that my grandma would probably get in an argument with this guy.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't know what you're saying, old dude.
You're crazy.
I was born in a long time ago.
Take that hat off.
Sorry, Grandma. I love you.
Disrespectful. Moving along. Your grandma's going to be pissed.
I don't think she's watching.
I thought maybe get the Western guy to entertain seniors or for Halloween to hand out candy. Well, now, instead of razor blades and apples, you can get a razor blade in a sealed Pepsi or a Coca-Cola bottle there.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay. And you want it.
You apparently want this.
You want this.
Actually, nobody wanted because bidding ended and there were no bids. But
Well, it was a very high offer.
what? Well, yeah, $3,750 for a bottle that you can't actually drink out of. It's pretty lame.
You go ahead, but you're going to lose your tongue.
This is the best one, the most shocking auction I've ever had, and I know that the guy Babylon did this just so we'd mention on the show, so we have to. Okay. $202.50, 23 bids, and it's for the Teen Flirt 17 screen name that we mentioned.
He's going to give it
on
to
our
a
show a while
lucky
back.
bidder.
Yeah, I hope he's going to give the proceeds to charity, which right now is not in the auction, but I hope he does that because it was a smart move on his part. So if he keeps the money on, I can't be too mad at him, but I hope he gives it to charity.
You know what I think, Kevin?
What do you think,
I
Sarah?
think Kevin plus Babylonian. That's what I think.
Equals
love forever.
There you have it. Always expect the unexpected when it came from eBay.
That ended nicely.
Thank you.
Now it's not time to eat your lupper just yet, so sit down, because we'll have the feed here to tide you over in just a little bit. And we'll have Brendan on a four-wheeled Segway, looking like a tool.
Yep.
But first, more XO5 goodies.
Yes, we talked a lot about Cliffy B's Gears of War, but at XO5 they debuted a new trailer with some new updated and remixed gameplay. No matter how you slice it, it looks like it's going to be a bit of a beast. Check it out.
Welcome back. I see my superliminal messages are having their desired effect. Still on the way, we check in on the diseased and malnourished Oregon Trail, and we get more game trailers freshly shipped over from Amsterdam. Now, if you think the people who own Segways are, shall we say, a special breed, Imagine the kind of people who go to Segway festivals. I, sadly, don't have to imagine. I was there. I'm here in Washington, D.C. at the Segway Fest. And there's a lot to see. They've got a monster Segway, a Pimp My Segway, a Segway with dogs on it, and so much more. So join me, won't you? So I'm standing in the middle of a very heated Segway rivalry. On one hand, we've got the monster Segway, and over here we've got the Pimp My Segway. Gentlemen, who's going to win this battle?
Well, of course I'll win, because if anybody that has any class and any excitement in their life, they're going to want to have the chrome spinners and make it right.
Harsh words from Monster Segway. Pimp My Segway, what do you have to say about that?
I pity the fool. I pity the fool. I've been training. I've been going and prepping my Segway. Segway, what time is it?
It's 9:17.
We're running late.
So, Derek, this is the Segway Centaur.
That's right.
It looks kind of mean.
Yeah, well, it looks it, but it's really not.
Can I ride it?
There's a throttle. If you push forward, it'll go forward, back, goes back. It's very sensitive. Okay. And turning, instead of twisting the left grip, you just turn the handlebars like a bike. All right, now if you want to get up on two wheels, the easiest thing to do is to take your feet off the pegs and put them on the platform and back.
Right.
Hold the throttle in, okay?
Right.
Hold it in. All right, and twist the handlebar. So you can turn on two wheels.
It's kind of freaky. How fast does this go?
It'll go right around 20 miles an hour.
Really?
Next.
Ah, that's not fair. You know what's kind of funny? There's a lot more people here for the Segway Fest than I thought there would be. And not all of them even have Segways. Here for the Segway Fest, huh? Where are your Segways?
Oh, you got a Segway.
You getting ready for the Segway Fest?
How'd you get that?
Well, it's Segway Fest.
Oh, my God. Oh, it's a Segway Fest?
Yeah.
Would you like a little piece number on? Oh, hello.
That was weird. Did you guys forget your Segways at home? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I'll sell you this one for $1,000 right now. See, I can do it with no hands.
Wonderful. How fast can you go?
90 miles an hour. What are all these people doing here if they're not here for the Segway Fest?
We're here to protest the war in Iraq and the occupation of the U.S. all over the world.
That's a downer. Let's get the Segways out of Iraq. What do you think about the sign, "Make Segways, not war"? Do you girls like guys on Segways?
Yeah.
How could you not? Yes, good times. That Segway Centaur I rode is only one of two in the world. They're working on plans to mass produce them, but they do not have a set date yet. Now pay attention because the feed is about to beginulate, stupid Simpsons.
It seems like Google Earth just can't catch a break. First, they're pissing off North Korea for showing royal palaces. Then they're annoying China by showing military bases. Who would have thought a map could stir up so much trouble? Well, it's not over yet. Now Taiwan is jumping on the bandwagon. Is it because Google Earth reveals government secrets? No. Is it because they allow users to see how woefully outdated Taiwanese architecture is? Nope, not that either. It's because Google Earth identifies Taiwan as, quote, a province of China. Ouch! Not a situation you want to butt into there, Google. Trust us, you might as well list all the Boston Red Sox search results under the heading, the New York Yankees Cowboys. That's a slightly less volatile situation. Put in perspective. Now, a new study commissioned by in-game ad creators Double Fusion reveals that, very sadly, game-integrated advertising seems to work. According to the study, which was reported on by the New York Times, in-game ads result in a 60% increase in brand awareness. Double Fusion co-founder Guy Bendoff said, quote, what people remembered were trucks that had things on their side, just like in real life. Once news of this gets out, you can imagine that advertising agencies are going to be falling over themselves to clog your favorite games with ads, product placement, subliminal messages, spokesmodels, anything else they can force feed down your throat. So get ready to play as Elves of Keebler and Jolly Green Frost Giants while hoping to unlock playable Ben's and Jerry's. George Bush's most recent Supreme Court nominee, Harriet Miers, has, it appears, a little bit of history with Microsoft. No, she never embarrassingly yelled out, "Developers, developers, developers," while in bed with Bill Gates, but we like the way you think. Myers was a Microsoft lawyer who once successfully argued that people who were sold defective Microsoft software could not be classified as injured in the eyes of the law and therefore could not participate in class action lawsuits against the company. This refers to a 1995 case where customers complained that Microsoft issued a faulty version of MS-DOS 6.0 and then charged people for the update that repaired it. So Harriet's a Republican lawyer who helped a major corporation screw over its customers and get away scot-free. What, did you expect W to nominate Matlock? And finally, a blog called Danny's Land tested the limits of Disney Online's virtual Magic Kingdom just to see how well their censorship programs really worked against vile, offensive language. So naturally, he borrowed his words from that well-known guttermouth, Abraham Lincoln. Danny copied verbatim the words spoken by the animatronic Abraham Lincoln in Disney's own Hall of Presidents, and then entered it into the text box of the virtual town square. Among the words that were red flagged were independence, heritage, despotism, national emergencies, government, and oddly enough, Ohio. Of course, this isn't really news to anybody who's ever been told to go Ohio yourself. Some words just can't be unsaid, you know what I'm saying? But on a serious note, Disney should be commended for keeping children safe from concepts like liberty and freedom and democracy. No use getting their hopes up and everything. And that's the feed. I hope you were saying boo-earns.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Boo-earns or boo? Or boo? Simpsons reference. My God.
Yeah, we were there, but you know. You want to spell it out? You want a telestrator? You want to write it on the screen for the kids at home? Jesus, Brennan.
Take a call.
I'm going to take a call. Luke joins us on the phone. Are you there, Luke?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going, man?
Going pretty well.
Pretty well. What's wrong? Something got you down?
Well, kind of. I'm curious. I'm wanting to get that new Xbox 360. A
lot of people do.
But it seems like every time I've turned it around, the launch titles that are supposed to be coming out when it does are changing.
True.
The major thing is that I want Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and now I'm hearing that it's not going to be a launch title. But no one can confirm or deny, whether it is or isn't going to be one, and I'm just kind of getting frustrated.
Luke, you came to the right place. I'm just going to say it. You came to the right place because Brendan Moran can confirm or deny that for you right now. Brendan, go.
They expect it. Get your money ready, and you can actually write a check to me. And then I will get you whatever games you're interested in, be it Elder Scrolls or whatever the hell you're interested in.
If you pre-order through Moran, you're guaranteed the game
I've
launch
got
day.
a website I'll be detailing tomorrow's show.
Very nice. Stephen joins us on the phone, or Stefan, are you there? Stefan, Stephen?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Stephen?
Yeah.
Stephen, what's going on?
Stefan?
Nothing.
Are you French?
I was just wondering what you were thinking about of Xbox 360. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to PS3.
Yeah, totally. It's going to be a good system.
I as well am looking forward to Xbox 360.
All right, do we have one more? Let's get one more. We got to have one more.
I don't
more?
think that's
it. Come on.
We will be taking Xbox 360 calls.
I don't ever want to take another what do you think of PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 call ever again.
Whoa. Okay, Kevin.
All right, my little Screama pillars. Make sure you come back after this because a wasted damn good download grows into an angry, bitter download.
We're all right now.
The Feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
On the next attack of the show, we test the shelf life of Turtle Power with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle creator Kevin Eastman. Plus, Amsterdam isn't just about prostitutes and space cakes. It's... Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, right. We'll have more from the XO5 conference. And finally, it's like regular Virtua Tennis, only smaller. We have a live demo of its PSP incarnation. That's the next attack of the show. Look it up. Prepare yourself to be redorculated because it's time for a damn good download. Okay, so remember when Google Talk came out? We talked about it on the show. We were all really excited about it. Remember?
Yes. Oh, I feigned
It's like
excitement.
a month ago.
Yes, I pretended to care about another chat app.
Well, exactly, and that's the thing. I think that's the reason that Google Talk, at least as far as everyone that I know, it hasn't really caught on because it's yet another IM client, and people already have their
I only
favorite,
have 2
and
gigs of
nobody
RAM.
wants to change.
You know, between Firefox and AOL, I'm done.
So, I use Trillion myself.
I actually use Trillion.
Yeah,
but I don't want to take it. So.
Right, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We can admit that. And Google Talk, it's just sitting there in my system tray. I'm not using it. Nobody else is. What's a girl to do?
Right.
So it just turns out that because Google Talk is based on the Jabber protocol, which is like an open source IM, protocol that some people use, you can actually incorporate that into Trillion Pro if you have Trillion Pro. Trillion Pro, by the way, you should just get it if you have Trillion Basic because it can do so many other things really easily. So I'm just going to show you how you do it, and you'll be good to go.
Please do.
Google Talk can be incorporated with everybody else, ICQ, MSN, Yahoo Messenger, all that good stuff.
One program to rule them all.
One program to rule them all. So you just go to Manage My Connections, you go to your connection, you just say Add Connection, and you want to choose Jabber. All right, see,
Jabber.
I didn't pay any attention to that. By the way, if you don't see Jabber there, you just add it in your plugin section. Choose Jabber. You just, enter your, I'm like Sarah AOTS at Gmail. You enter your Gmail because
there went that account.
That's how Google Talk
Yep,
works.
there went that.
Yeah, well, it's okay. This is the one I use for work.
Okay.
And then you say change. Now, this is very important. Your server host, by default, will say gmail.com. You want to change that to talk.google.com.
Want to resolve to the old doc server.
Server port stays at 5222, and you're good to go. Save settings.
Whoa, wait.
What?
Okay, no, I'm sorry, go ahead.
What?
I just thought something exciting happened.
Ah!
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that?
What's the matter with you?
No, go ahead.
Are you bitter because I thought of this first? Is that what's going on?
I'm really upset.
I'm sorry. Kevin doesn't seem to understand that sometimes things are helpful and people want to be helped and people want downloads. Sometimes Kevin doesn't seem to understand that.
Was that it? I really don't want to.
No, that's it, actually.
Okay, good.
At this point, Google Talk and everybody who's on your Google Talk buddy list will be incorporated into Trillion Pro.
That's
Don't
awesome.
thank me now, thank me later. You can find today's Damn Good Download link at attackoftheshow.com along with other downloads, websites, gems, unpublished novellas, and my manifesto about how Kevin Pereira is going down.
What do squirrel meat, leaky shelters, and the threat of dysentery have in common?
Everything.
The MMO Oregon Trail
That too.
will be charting our progress. But first, one of the surprises from XO5 was the announcement of THQ's MotoGP 2006 for the Xbox 360. Not so surprising that we instantly got our greedy hands on some of the early gameplay footage. Yeah, peep this. The past few weeks, we've been playing a massive multiplayer version of the classic game Oregon Trail where you That's right, all of you get to choose our every move. Now, last time you had us continue on the trail, it was riveting television, I must say. Oh, howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner.
You want to do a little spit? No? You were supposed to do the spit, and I was going to make the noise.
Come on, I can only go so far with this cowboy.
Yeah, I can tell. As you can see by the map on our screen here, we're halfway to Oregon. We're actually doing it. Well, you're not. You died, and as did most of the other people on the party. But me and Drunk Vader, we're almost there.
Well, Godspeed there, partner.
Thanks, Lance Armstrong. So they let the people vote. Okay, it was a very close vote.
I'm with you.
Off by one vote.
No,
one vote lead.
one
Yes,
vote.
I'm not kidding. Well, 4 people voted, but 1 vote lead. 23%.
That's not true.
It's not true.
Hundreds of thousands of people voted.
Web people got together and voted. 23% of our viewers want us to continue on the trail.
Really?
Here it is. You see the map. We're going to do it right now live. Woo! Let's see what happens.
We're going to continue.
So space to continue. Let me get the little mouse away. Ready to continue?
I'm ready.
Number 1. Let's do it. Yeah, go, baby.
It's not. We are going.
We're continuing. Inadequate grass.
Inadequate
We're on our way to
Very little
Amsterdam.
water.
XO5.
D. Vader has exhaustion.
Oh no, that's all right. We're moving on. Maybe
Give him a beer.
He needs a PBR. Oh no! Oh no! Drunk Vader!
Is dead.
No!
Wow.
Oh man!
I thought beer was water.
To him it was.
Is that what's wrong with
Apparently
me?
the grass was inadequate, and he can't go on unless it's the good stuff.
That's right. That's right.
Drunk Vader has
Drunk
died.
Vader, rough man.
Will we?
Sorry to see you go.
Sarah, will we make it to Oregon? It's in their hands. Go to attackoftheshow.com to choose the next step. Now,
I hope we do. I really want to get there.
well, I want to get there at least. The show's almost over? No, that's impossible. Luckily, we still have your emails and chat questions coming up. Don't be sour, partner.
All right.
But before all that noise, if you thought Electronic Arts and EA Sports were going to take a pass on XO5, then you're mistaken. The Xbox 360 will have a ton of EA titles in its wake, and here's a little taste. Obviously, XO5, it's Microsoft's big Xbox 360 event. It's going on all this week in Amsterdam, and we had some game trailers for you today, but we're not done. No. Tomorrow, we'll have news from the press conferences, and then on Thursday, we'll have some interviews with some of the top developers in attendance, so stay tuned all week, please. For all the trailers from today's shows and for some others that you haven't seen, go to attackoftheshow.com/Woo,
Amsterdam!
XO5. Let's see what's going on in the old chat room.
You ready for some chat, guys?
Let's
do it. Stomu wants to know, what should be the first gadget that I should get in order to pimp my new truck?
Some skank hose.
That's the first gadget?
Oh, sorry. Well, in my life it is.
Rims.
Yeah, you want to slam that?
Hood ornament.
No, you gotta get the
you want a big eyebrow?
The eyebrow?
It's an eyebrow.
That's oh my gosh, I used to have one. It's when you tint the front so like the sun doesn't get to the top. You know, it's like a...
Oh, the top of the windshield where you tint that? That's called an eyebrow?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Where have you guys been?
A little older than
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Let's take one more question.
Andy F. wants to know, what do the hosts think is the reason for XO5 being held in Amsterdam? Holland was what I was thinking of. Another name for the Netherlands, by the way.
Well, you know...
Anne Frank Museum.
Her house is located there.
When's the next time you're going to get a chance to go there?
And the Van Gogh Museum.
The Vondel Park is a nice place to ride your bike.
Canals.
We could go on and on about Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm hungry. Thanks to Chris Gore and Jeff Keighley.
Okay.
Thank you,
I got the
Jeff
munchies.
and Chris.
And thank you.
No, thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, the show's over. You guys can go. I'm just saying thanks
Seriously,
to them.
I mean, we got nothing.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
You want a battery?
Jinx.com.